You guys have something that you might want to announce? Maybe some news that you'd like to give? Should I potentially give a drum roll? Maybe not.
Yes, Big Jim has a big message for you.
We need y'all to proceed with caution because there is a baby on board. We pregnant! We all the way pregnant! Yeah!
So, with Naomi and the big news, and which we all kind of suspect that, yes, she is with child. So congratulations are in order for her and Big Jim expanding on their family. But I got a little bit of a fantasy booking of how she could come back. I understand. I know it's a little bit too early for all that. But hey, I got an idea in my head. So hear me out. You want to talk about it? Let's go. Hey, what's going on, you select? It's your boy TJ, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my wrestling content on these videos. And today, I want to give not only, congratulations to Naomi and Big Jim. They are expanding on their family, and Naomi is with child. We all suspected it. She got pulled from matches and everything of that nature, so we was like, either she's injured or she with child. It was either way. And yeah, she is confirmed to be pregnant. And, congratulations once again. And I am it's a little bittersweet. I remember I seen a tweet and I'm going to post it like on the side. And man, it is definitely, it sums up what I feel like. Congratulations to Trinity, but I feel bad for Naomi. And I was like, damn, I'm right there with you, bro. Because this was like the height of her career. This was the height of the peak of her popularity, like with the whole caution gimmick and everything of that nature. It was getting over. Everybody was feeling it. She won a world title, and now she has to relinquish it. And then after she got it customized, like it had the caution tape on it. I was like, dang, it made me want to get it. I was like, I'm mad a little bit, but you know what? Look. It's the old saying goes, if you waiting for a time for you to get ready, you ain't never going to be ready. So I guess this was the time for her to have the baby. And hey, it is what it is. I hope she has a safe and stress-free pregnancy. I hope everything goes well. I hope she carries the whole 9 months and everything like that and have a beautiful, healthy baby for both her and Jim. Congratulations to her once again. But I just want to do like a little fantasy booking of how she is going to come back. So what? So she says she's 7 weeks. So that's almost 2 months. So that's like March, April is she's going to have the baby. So let's just give or take like 4 months. But to me, I feel like what stage better and bigger to go than that Royal Rumble? Yes, I do feel like her return should be at Royal Rumble 2027. And I feel like, why not? Because at the end of the day, I don't want her to come back at SummerSlam and then have the whole Becky Lynch moment. Like, no, absolutely not. I'm not trying to see that. No shade. Look, I understand it's going to be heelish. Definitely if, like, let's say Bianca won the women's championship or whatever, and she'd be like, oh, I challenge you or whatever. Like, look, nope, I don't want to see it. I want to see a surprise return. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to see no teasers of her coming back, like, around that time or nothing. I just want to see number 30 and everything all silent. And then you hear, I'm coming. That's what I want to see, okay? Number 30, Naomi. And have her come out, do her thing. Probably have Jade and Bianca in it as well for the bottom 3. And let Naomi just go ahead and go over. And also, and before I proceed, no pun intended, we could probably do like a return at SummerSlam, but like not challenge her or anything like that, just to let her presence be known. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I dropped that load, so yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? To whoever's going to be the women's champion at that time. And we could do a tease of, okay, it could possibly be this particular person, but who knows? I mean, they could drop the title, but I do want her to come back and win the Royal Rumble. I feel like there would be no other better way to go bigger than at a grand stage like one of the big four. So I definitely want to see her come back at Royal Rumble 2027. I even said that on my tweet, like, okay, since she's not gonna win the Royal Rumble 2026, as I remember somebody said, and I'm gonna post that too, like, Naomi is pregnant, and y'all talking about winning the Royal Rumble in 2026. The math, not math, and she's still gonna be she gonna be big as a house. Like, what? We're still pregnant. But anyways, like I said before, let's just say, if I have to give a name, let's just say Tiffany Stratton. For whatever reason, she wins the women's championship again, because I seriously doubt she's gonna go on this long reign, as far as like her going into next year's SummerSlam and she still be champion. Absolutely. And I hope not. To be honest, I'd rather have her lose the championship at Survivor Series or something like that. Like, look, at this point, she's just collecting days, and I understand that. Well, I mean, she don't really have that many challengers. Well, that's WWE's fault. Get some new girls. I don't even care if she feud with Mia Yim or something like that. I don't care. Or Julia. Look, round the girls up.
All you pussy assholes can line that shit up.
Like, cause her just backstage segments, it's not doing it for me. But anyways, this is about Naomi. Forget her. Anyways, I would have her come back, win the Royal Rumble, and I would have her cut a heel promo. Yes, I would still have her be perceived with caution character, because why not? For one, WWE loves merch and selling, and they're trying to get out of that $3 billion of debt. So why would they change her gimmick? No. Yes, we're going to proceed with caution still. So I would have her cut a heel promo and says, you know what? I didn't expect for me to come back in a grand fashion like that, let alone, win the Royal Rumble. But I told y'all to proceed with caution. Yeah. And I told y'all I was going to give you 9 months. But I wanted to spend a little bit more time being a mother and be with my baby. But you know what? Mama got some duties to do. So, like I told y'all before, the right hand ain't gonna know what the left hand doing. And when I'm good and goddamn ready, I'll let y'all know which champion I'ma go after. So until then, I advise all of you to proceed with caution on both Raw and SmackDown. Hell, I might even challenge for the NXT Women's Championship. Get my Charlotte on. But yeah, that's how I would probably do. That would be like the just. Of course, she'll probably say a little bit more than that. But I'm not trying to make this video too long. So I would have her now go after the Women's World Championship. I would have her go after the WWE Women's Championship. Yes. So being as though that I wanted Naomi to go after Tiffany Stratton, because it would make the most sense, because of the fact that she got cashed in on. Well, actually, she cashed in after her match. And it was because of Tiffany Stratton why Naomi didn't win the Women's Championship. So it makes the most sense for her to go after Tiffany Stratton. If in this, parallel world, she is still Women's Champion, should I say she's on her second reign at this particular point. So I would have her just go ahead and attack Tiffany Stratton after her match. Maybe a championship match or a tag team, I don't care. Just attack her. Let's just say it's a singles match. And she just beats her up. And she lets her know that, yeah, I told you bitches, you better proceed with caution. So Tiffany, since you didn't do so, I challenge you. So she just go ahead and challenge her at WrestleMania. Yes, it's going to be WrestleMania. It's going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. And like I said again, it makes the most sense for her to challenge her because of the fact that, she escaped and she got away. And it's like, oh no, baby. Like I told you, the right hand ain't going to know what the left hand doing. And at the end of the day, yes, I have some unfinished business with the Women's World Championship, and I could go after that title. But you know what? I already won that title, and that could be, the whole reason of why she went after the Women's Championship instead of the Women's World Championship, because she already won the Women's World Championship. Matter of fact, I think, 3 times now at this point? Or 4? No, I think 3. So now, she's going after a title that she never won. So that could be her whole reasoning. And on top of that, she got unfinished business with Tiffany Stratton. So why not go after her? I mean, so then as they're doing their promo battles and everything like that, as we all know, Tiffany loves doing the whole low blow thing. So she could say, oh, well, you should have stayed home and been a mom and X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. And then Naomi can say, oh, well, I see you still haven't proceeded with caution. So at WrestleMania, it's going to be a new women's champion. And you best believe that. Naomi also could say this. Tiffany, I think you have a lapse of memory. I think you forgot. Back when you were Little Miss Money in Bank, you know, when you were arm in arm hooked up with Nia Jax and she was walking you like a dog. Yeah, you were her lap dog. You made my life a living hell. Not only did you cost me one women's championship opportunity with her, you cost me twice. So now I'm here for my revenge. And you thought you were off the hook? Nah, Tiffy time is about to be up at WrestleMania. And guess what? You didn't proceed with caution. So now I'm coming back to collect my debt. And that is that women's championship. And down at the WrestleMania, I'm going to walk you like a dog. And I'm taking your title with me. So they could, you know, do their whole thing and, you know, go back and forth and everything like that. And yes, at WrestleMania 2027, I would have Naomi go over. Yes, because this will be her ultimate revenge. Because see, in hindsight, Tiffany Stratton thought that, oh, you know, I got of it scot-free. I didn't get my get back and everything of that nature. So this actually perfectly aligns because of the fact that, you know, Tiffany's on her second reign. She's thinking everything good and gold and everything of that nature. And then with the Women's World Championship, since she had to relinquish it, it would make the most sense, like how we all thought. This time, this year, of course, Naomi was going to go after the women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. So she didn't do that. She wound up going after the women's world title. So why not do that again? See how that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, that would make the most sense for her to do it once again, the whole unpredictable route. Tiffany Stratton is the women's champion. So we all thinking that, okay, she could go after her, you know, being as though it don't matter who the women's world champion is. She said, hey, you better proceed with caution. I'm coming back after it. You know, and she could just change her mind and say, hey, I got unfinished business with Tiffany Stratton. And she thought everything was sweet. She didn't proceed with caution. So now I took her title. So I do feel like that should happen. She could have a whole big celebration. Big Jen could come out with the baby. And she just like, and I know she's a heel. So of course it's going to be like, but I mean, heels break character now in WWE. It's 2027 at this point. Like, we could do nuances, I mean, whatever. So I definitely would have it be there. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to give like a brief, you know, fantasy booking of how she could come back. She said that she was going to go ahead and give him 9 months. But like I said before, babe, you're going to have to heal a little bit. You're going to be having milk coming out. Baby, you gonna be big. I know you want to hit that gym just a little bit. Look, I don't care if you come back and you be big as a house. I don't care. As long as you still wrestle the same, you could be awesome. Calm, baby. I'm still love you, Naomi. I'm for real. Because honestly, you deserve this. You wanted to be a mom. I remember hearing different podcasts and stuff and YouTube channels saying that she always wanted to be a mom. She said this on countless of episodes on Total Divas and stuff. And I may even get into that now that the best thing on Raw is now going to be go off and be a mom, and it is what it is. It's just like I said, it's like, dang, why did you like you picked? You know what? I ain't gonna say you picked the wrong time. Look, it's the right time, baby. Family is more important. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it right there. Comment down below. How did you feel about my fantasy booking of Naomi? Did you want me to, you know, give like a deeper synopsis or something like that? Do you feel like, oh, boy, you crazy? You think she gonna come back and win the Royal Rumble just like that and come back in the fray? Comment down below. Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. Your love and support is definitely greatly appreciated. Welcome. Peace. TJ, I'm out.
I'm coming back to pick up where I left off. And whoever has